Here's a comprehensive guide on how to start a podcast to promote your music. 1. Develop a content concept aligned with your brand. Choose your podcast theme. Select a central theme that resonates with your music and brand. Possible concepts include behind-the-scenes content, share your creative process, songwriting, studio sessions, and challenges in making music, artist interviews, feature discussions with other musicians, producers, and industry professionals to provide unique insights and stories. Industry discussions. Talk about current music trends, emerging technologies, or relevant industry news that engages listeners with shared interests. Fan Q&A sessions. Dedicate episodes to answering fan-submitted questions about your music, career, and personal journey. Create an episode plan. Outline topics for your first several episodes, including the type of content, guest appearances, if applicable, and key points you want to cover. 2. Set up your podcasting equipment and recording space microphone. Invest in a high-quality USB or XLR microphone for clear audio. Popular options include the Blue Yeti USB or the Shure SM7B XLR. Headphones. Use closed-back headphones to monitor your audio and minimize background noise. Brands like Audio-Technica or Beyerdynamic are reliable choices. Audio interface. If using an XLR microphone, purchase an audio interface to connect your mic to your computer and control sound quality. Recording software. Use podcasting software like Audacity, free, or Adobe Audition, paid, for recording and editing. Pop filter and mic. Stand. Include a pop filter to reduce plosive sounds and a mic stand for comfortable positioning. Soundproofing. Choose a quiet room and add soundproofing panels or foam to minimize echo and background noise. 3. Record and edit your podcast. Create a script or outline. Plan the structure of your episode with a loose script or bullet points to guide your discussion and keep the flow natural. Record in segments. Record your podcast in sections to make editing easier and allow for smoother transitions between topics. Engage your audience. Start with an engaging introduction that outlines what the episode will cover and why it's worth listening to. End with a recap and a call to action, such as encouraging listeners to stream your latest music or follow you on social media. Edit for clarity. Use your podcasting software to cut out long pauses, background noise, or any mistakes. Add music intros, outros, or sound effects to enhance the listener experience. Master your audio. Adjust the audio levels to ensure consistent volume throughout the episode and apply any final touches, such as noise reduction and compression. 4. Distribute your podcast. Choose a hosting platform. Select a podcast hosting service like Buzzsprout, Podbean, or Anchor to upload and distribute your episodes. These platforms will publish your content to major streaming services like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Create eye-catching cover art. Design podcast cover art that reflects your brand and grabs attention. Use design tools like Canva or hire a graphic designer for professional results. Episode descriptions and show notes. Write detailed descriptions for each episode, including timestamps for major segments, guest bios, and relevant links, e.g. to your latest music or social media. 5. Promote your podcast, social media promotion. Share clips or teasers from each episode on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. Use engaging visuals and audio snippets that highlight interesting parts of the conversation. Collaborations. Invite other artists or music influencers as guests on your podcast. Cross-promote the episode with them to tap into their fan base and increase your reach. Email newsletters. Include podcast updates and new episode alerts in your email newsletter. Provide a summary or key takeaways to entice subscribers to listen. Live Q&A and previews. Host live sessions on platforms like Instagram or YouTube where you talk about the upcoming episode, answer questions, and build anticipation. Podcast directories. Submit your podcast to directories like Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn for more visibility. 6. Engage with your podcast audience listener feedback. Encourage listeners to leave reviews and ratings on podcast platforms. This helps increase your podcast's visibility and credibility. Interactive content. Ask listeners to submit questions, suggest topics, or share their opinions for future episodes. This builds a sense of community and keeps them engaged. Episode recaps and polls. Share recap posts or stories on social media and ask listeners for their favorite moments or thoughts on the episode. 7. Monetize your podcast sponsorships and ads. Partner with relevant brands for ad placements or sponsored episodes. Brands related to music, instruments, or tech might be particularly interested. Exclusive content. Offer special podcast episodes, early access, or bonus material through a subscription service like Patreon. Cross-promote your music. Use your podcast to promote your upcoming releases, concerts, and exclusive offers, effectively turning your listeners into music fans. Benefits of starting a podcast to promote your music. Expands your reach. Podcasts can attract new listeners who may not have discovered your music through traditional channels. Deepens fan connections. Sharing behind-the-scenes stories and personal insights helps build a stronger connection with your audience. Promotes consistency. Regular podcast episodes keep your audience engaged between music releases, creates additional revenue streams. Successful podcasts can generate income through sponsorships, ads, and exclusive content. By developing a unique podcast concept, investing in quality equipment, recording and editing episodes carefully, promoting your content, and engaging with your audience, you can successfully leverage podcasting to expand your music's reach and deepen your connection with fans.